put me on the spot. You think that we should hook up, and I think that we should not. You had me at hello, then you opened up your mouth, and that is when it started going south. Oh, hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe OMI. We'll do a little Definity and Earth 2 update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. Speaking of which, I will take a drink for every super chat because my back is destroyed. I do not know what the heck I did to it, but it is destroyed. So I'm just looking for any reason. I feel like one of those things, giving myself a super chat, like say no more, fam. I assume you guys have seen those memes. Anyway, we'll start off with Definity. We'll go to, or there is so much to go over today. I will probably be talking for like the first hour, and then I will get to everyone's questions after that. So people that have a long drive to work, people that have just, they're not doing anything, they're meditating, doing whatever, this is fine. I will work on a like, so Emoji's got this like listen to burn, you know, listen to his songs. I might have a stream to burn thing where I go in and I take either a large thing of what I've done or just sounds, whatever, and you listen to it and it burns on me. Again, I'll let you guys know, but a little bit of Definity, a little bit of Earth 2, and then we'll get onto the amazing things that we have to talk about. Anyway, Definity. Oh, also, I'm sorry if you don't have time to wait for me to get to everyone's questions. Quick super chat, $2, whatever. I'll go in and I'll answer your question right away. And then again, every super chat, I'll take a drink. Definity up about 4.5% today to 4.9 cents. So it is getting back close to that 5.5 cents that it was at. Again, it does typically trade between 3 and 6 cents the last couple of years. Not a ton of volume, 11,100 volume. It does look to be about 50-50 for Definity today on how people feel about it. And then if you take a look at where that volume is coming from, it is mostly over at MEXC, and then a little bit on Uniswap, a couple thousand, and then like $200 on PancakeSwap. I don't know why this is so bright. Save that battery. But again, for me, I get more every month. I'll try to get a little more OMI. I don't know if I can get more OMI this month because again, this month $440 for StreamYard for the year, which I was not expecting. Anyway, outside of that, I'll have a what do you call it? A little bit of Definity, maybe a little bit of OMI, see what I can finagle. But that's really it for right now. I do want more Devi, I do want more Flow, I do want more Illuvium, I want all of these things. I do want more Essence because Earth 2 just posted a video today, and the video was just, oh my god, it was absolutely incredible. Just the engine and the way it looks, the way it seems, is going to be one of the greatest metaverses out there. I think it already is. The Essence token does not reflect that. It's 21,000 in volume. It is up 4% today to 5.2 cents. The market cap on this is like 20 million, give or take, maybe even less. The max supply is 1 billion Essence tokens, but the billion Essence tokens are nowhere near in circulation. There's already been a few million that have been burned. I think there's maybe 200 million in circulation right now. A lot of them still have to be mined. People are feeling good about Essence today. And obviously it has no exchanges. It is just on Uniswap. So all of the 21,000 in volume does come from Uniswap. People trading back and forth on there. Let's go over to the OMI, and Tesla has shown different video games that you could play. Like you could play Polytopia on a Tesla, you could play certain things like Minecraft, but it hasn't shown any metaverses yet. I'm really curious to see which one they pick. OMI pretty flat on the day, up about 1%, so it's not really neither here nor there. At 0003794, so almost 00038. Again, it looks like just the tradings of a penny stock. Like as always, do need more exchanges. 232,000 in volume, really not a lot. Most of this volume, 3 out of every 4 people think that they're feeling good about OMI today. But again, this is just on CoinGecko. Some of these can be manipulated. Most of this volume, 140,000 coming from Ascendex, as always. And then the next most frequent one is MEXC at 29.8 thousand. So that's that. Let's just take a look real quick at the rest of the market. We've actually had a bit of an uptick in market cap here. Let's see what we have here. Bitcoin up 5% on the day. Ethereum up 3%. This is interesting because Bitcoin was almost at like 59,000 again the other day. Actually, earlier today, it was at, yeah, it was at like 59.1 or 59. Yeah, it was literally yesterday. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's 59.19. So that was just the bottom. That was that Mason-Dixon line. It had a nice bounce up from there. And again, it is up 5% over the last 24 hours. So nice little bounce for Bitcoin. Ethereum up 3%, BNB up 2.5%, Solana up 5.5%, XRP up 2%. XRP, the founder of XRP had just donated $1 million to the Kamala Harris campaign. I'm not 100% sure why. My guess would be just kind of hedging bets, saying like, "Hey, Kamala, we have this really horrendous time with the SEC. I'll give you $1 million if you get elected. You might want to, kind of, tell them to back the frick off, please." So that's just my guess. Obviously, Kamala not scoring any points as of recently for anything. Most recently, you have the again, just talking about because it affects crypto. Biden-Harris administration announced, I don't know how many months or years ago, that they had 42.45 billion in allocations for high-speed internet grant program as part of investing in American agenda. So we again 42 billion carved out there, and then 7.5 billion to build tens of thousands of electric vehicle chargers across the country. Now, what were the consequences of this, of spending this 50 billion? Well, a grand total of 8 people have been, or I'm sorry, not 8 people. There's been 0 people that have been signed up for high-speed internet, even though Starlink could do it for a fraction of the cost. However, there have been a couple of the electric vehicle chargers. There have been, I think, 8 of those. I don't think that they should be worth $800 million for each electric vehicle station. But again, not one person has been connected to the internet. And again, this was one thing from 2021, 3 years later. This is something that is making the rounds again, just because Elon Musk and Tesla had that We Robot stuff yesterday. Tesla is going to be the most valuable company on earth at some point. And again, only 8 EV chargers in 2.5 years. That is something that is absolutely horrendous. It's actually about 3 years at this point that had happened. They've just been attacking Elon. They've just been, because Elon doesn't agree with them. He's not supporting them. Even when they had the electric vehicle summit, the person that has the widest margins, the person that has the biggest electric vehicle company in the world, was not invited. On top of that, Brendan Carr, who is a SEC commissioner, says, or the FCC commissioner says, in 2023, claims that Starlink is not capable of providing high-speed internet to thousands of people as the reason for the revoking of the $885 million award to the company. And in 2024, the FCC claims that Starlink provides so much high-speed internet that the word monopoly should be tossed out there. Again, this is just kind of an attack on him. And again, a lot of the reason these are coming about is just because that he had the We Robot stuff come out yesterday. You do have a robo-taxi that's going to be less than $30,000. It's going to be a fraction of the cost of an Uber or a Lyft, and even going to be cheaper than taking the bus. Absolutely revolutionary. Anyway, let's go to some of the comments. No, not the comments. Let's go to some of the news since yesterday. No, we'll do the VeVe news first, shall we? Let's go with Spidey details first. All right, let's do that, because that's pretty fun. There's Figpin. There's team up with, yeah, wow, there's a lot of these things. Okay, so the Spidey mobile. It's animated. It is interactive. It is a rare, but it is one of the only vehicles that we have. There is a Deadpool chimichanga truck. There is a Thanos helicopter. But a Spidey mobile is really cool. There's 2,500 of these, and there's 290 that will be withheld by VeVe for licensor, promotional team, and comp distribution. Now, some people are saying like, oh, well, that's just because there'll be a Comic-Con, they might do some giveaways. And yeah, they might do some giveaways, agreed. But when you have the normal New York Spider-Man that has the 90 editions that most people, that VeVe keeps most of the time, that's one thing. But then when you have 290, why are they giving away one and not the other? I do think there is other reasons that they haven't told us yet of why they're keeping so many back. Either way, I'm going to bid, I don't know, 15, 20,000 MCP points on this. I might not even need to, because I think 40%, yeah, 40% of the reservations will be allocated in that wait list for MC priority bidding. Very excited about that. We had a bunch of announcements. None of them have been for OMI yet, but I think just they want to get through Comic-Con first before they have any really major, like there could be certain things, like Stacker's been live testing for a while. Maybe they have a couple more things. Like, again, Mitch said yesterday that there will be a one-click button in the coming weeks to get your OMI from VeVe over to the Stacker app. He didn't give a specific time, like 2 weeks or 12 weeks, but I am going to say before the end of the year. And there's likely going to be other announcements from Stacker beforehand. Also, there will be a Stacker OMI giveaway on this channel on the 18th at Comic-Con. I will be at a party, and we will be doing it live there with Sanjay and other people. The Fig Pins. Oh, should we do why Hero went down first? Maybe we should do why Hero went down first. And then we'll do the Fig Ping announcement. Drinker, super chat, no super chat. I need this today. So Kobe Collects, one of the most prominent YouTubers and influencers for Hero, was always doing live streams, always doing like multi-hour live streams. He was saying, the Hero funeral stream. We address all the concerns and the tragic downfall of Hero cards. The absolute misuse of DC Comics IP by Colex and Cardamundi cards and all parties involved is shameful at best. Again, these are all his words, not mine. I'm just reporting on it. I'll give you my piece in a second. He tags Warner Bros. NFT, Warner Bros. And DC Official. He says, all of these companies should be very upset that a company convinced them to license and use their beloved characters to lure DC comic and trading cards fans in with false promises and an undelivered, incomplete product just to orchestrate a sneaky exit with lined pockets for few individuals. DC Comics and Hero would have made 95% less revenue without their physical redemption feature that never came to fruition. It doesn't take a detective like Batman to realize that Warner Bros. Were conned by Colex and Hero to use their intellectual property to lure fans and rip off DC comic collectors, and in the process, ripping off millions of dollars they would have never earned, and they put scams in quotations, otherwise. There's a tragic comedy, #Hero. Now, I do have a lot of problems with this, and I'll go over, point by point, and then I'll give you kind of my dissertation on it. I don't think this is shameful. If anything is shameful, it would just, and again, I'm not saying it is, but that's, I think, a pretty harsh word to throw around, and I think words matter. I think just the company just went belly up. They could no longer afford to do it. This does seem, and again, me and Kobe are friends. I haven't talked in a while, but I do like him, and there's mutual respect for each other. He's obviously big mad, very upset, just because I don't know how much money he's put in this, how much time he's spent, not only on the product, but streaming, telling his audience, like, hey, I like these are things that I'm investing in. And again, just not understandably, he's quite pissed off. But I don't think the Colex team or Hero was trying to con or scam anyone. I think that they just had an idea. And they said, like, hey, let's try to build off this hype. Let's try to go and just attack the NFT market, see what we can do. And again, in 2020, 2021, in this bull market, you had everyone and their sister saying, like, oh, we're going to go and we're going to make a NFT project. We're going to do this. We're going to, like, we had like MetaZoo going in and trying to make trading cards. Like, all of these different things were happening. And if you were associated with an NFT project, you could raise $1 to $2 million very easily. Anyone in their sister could be like, yeah, we have an NFT project. Boom, raise $1 million, $2 million. And they'd have a run rate for a year or two. And then they wouldn't be here. 2021 and 2022, I got offers every month, especially at the the NFT NYC level, where everyone's like, hey, can you like do the video series with this? And I couldn't do it because they were all those projects that I said no to. I think now everyone are like done, or like nobody knows who they are. So the reason why these had failed, I was talking with a couple friends before, and I was talking with a friend last night. One is just overhyped. And again, we're gonna have to drink for this. This is sad. Every company needs a little bit of hype, sure, but this company was all hype and nothing else. You probably want to have, I don't know, 5-10% hype, and you want to have those fundamentals. You want to have those organic interest that comes from a fun product to use in multiple different ways. Why did Pokemon outperformed Digimon in the 90s. One, it was just a better product, but two, they had cards, they had a show, they had a manga, they had games, they had all these things. And Digimon had like a show. I don't think anyone had those cards. Anyway, just we'll get to that in a minute. But what Hero did was they just borrowed a lot of hype and energy from VeVe without having a ton of organic interest that they got on their own. Doc Brown, I forget his name in Christopher Lloyd, but I forget his name in Angels in the Outfield. But he would go and tell Roger, it's like, championships got to be won on their own. If you want a company to last, you have to have organic interest that generates from it being a good project, it being whether it's trading cards, whether it's NFT platform, whatever it is, it has to have organic interest. But what they did is they got a lot of people from the VeVe community to try to hype it up and try to be like, hey, let's do X, Y, and Z, let's do this. And again, just borrowing over from VeVe. Second thing is that they were just a one-trick pony. They had 2D JPEGs of these characters. Again, with the physical product, it was phygital. It was cool. And again, I bought some of their product. I liked some of their product. But they didn't have 3D sized action figures you could take pictures with in AR. You know, VeVe does have, they have a decent amount of merch. They have a ton of stuff. You could have, if you want DC, you could have DC. If you want Marvel, you can have Marvel. If you want something from Asia, you have something from Asia. You want stamps, you can have stamps. I wish I was more excited about stamps than I am. I'm just not. But there's something for everything on VeVe. But for Hero, it was just, again, that one trick pony. They just had one license. They just had one product. It was cards. And again, they didn't have that original audience. They borrowed that audience from VeVe. So they didn't really have anything original either. VeVe at least has its own IP. And again, they had the DC license, which is great. That is really hard to get. But so did everyone else in their system. How many other companies have DC license? You know, like, so it wasn't anything unique. And then on top of that, it's damn near impossible to make people care about trading cards. I brought up Digimon before. It's something that people got into a lot back in the 90s, and some even liked it better than Pokemon. My friend Ty likes, to this day, likes it more than Pokemon for whatever reason. But I don't remember anyone playing with Digimon cards. There are more failed trading card projects out there than rug pulls and crypto. It's never a good idea to bet against the Mets on opening day. It's never a good idea to bet against an Irishman on St. Patrick's Day. And it's generally never a good idea to put any meaningful investment on a trading card project. Because for the few that are successful, there are tens, if not hundreds of thousands that are not successful. So you have all these things working against it. And again, like, sure, they raised a bit of money, but in the bear market, again, with an inorganic audience, with too much hype, not enough fundamentals, a one-trick pony, all these things working against it. Now, Dan Schawbel called this from the start. I was like, oh, bro, like, these are like the first appearance of some of these things. At first start, I was on the hype train too. I took a look. I was like, first appearance of some of these characters on the blockchain. That's got to mean something for the long term, and I think it still does. But Dan Schawbel called it right from the beginning. I was like, just golf clap to him, shout out to him. And I was just a little more bullish until we got to the bear market, and I was like, okay, yeah, I kind of see what's happening. And now, obviously, hindsight is 2020. But at the same time, you could have somebody pay, I don't know, $100,000 or like 500. You have someone pay six figures, maybe even seven figures, to go in and have like a Darcy Donovan collab. They could, has millions of followers. You could even have like Pokemon had Post Malone and Katy Perry. Not that mattered, not that they needed to, because they're already legendary status by that point. But you could have any other card company, NFT project, partner with like a major, what's that called? A major celebrity, a major superstar. And it's not going to matter because like people pay attention for that hype. But again, those fundamentals aren't there. You don't have that organic interest. So again, that's just a couple of things that I want to talk about there on why Hero kind of went kaput, and why I think as much as we should listen to everyone and why Kobe is big mad, and I understand, I don't think it was any type of scam or malfeasance or them trying to con anyone. I think it was honestly just all those things that I described. And I hope that people take those words that I said and the 100 people out here in the middle of the stream, and they get some value from that on the next time they try to look at investing in a trading card platform. Again, just my 2 cents over there. Let's go over after we have that. Yeah, let's take a look at some of the FigPin stuff. VeVe teams up with FigPin for a groundbreaking collectible experience. VeVe, the premier platform for licensed digital collectibles, is excited to announce a new partnership with FigPin, a collectible pin company known for its highly detailed enamel pins featuring beloved characters from pop culture. I've had a couple of these from Dragon Ball Z myself. People pay big money for it. And again, it's not that the people are going and saying like, "Oh my God, I want to have these pins for my flare, for my whatever," and they're just going in and they're saying, "Hey, I need these because they're cool." None of these are essentially like cool. Like it's just stuff that we like. They're tapping into what we are as nerds and people that like this stuff. But it's just for Comic-Con. This is like the mecca of all other Comic-Cons in the world, with New York and San Diego being number 1 and 2 con in the world every single year. These are something that people can't get here. So yeah, they might. It's not worth it for them to spend a couple $1,000s for a flight just to get a couple pins. So instead of paying $25 for a pin, they'll pay $70, $80 for a pin just so that they could kind of have that experience. They could have that whatever without actually having to go. It's like what's his name in Cobra Kai, where he has like a Cobra Kai towel, he's got Cobra Kai shorts, and Eli Moskowitz. Like, you ever think about actually joining Cobra Kai? And this dude's like, well, I'm enjoying like getting the perks without actually having to join. So some people kind of get these perks of getting the pins, getting whatever without actually having to go. Anyway, detailed now pins. This partnership combines FigPin's world-class craftsmanship with VeVe's digital innovation to offer a one-of-a-kind digital collecting experience, allowing fans to own both physical pins and their digital counterparts in the VeVe app. And that's the other thing as well. There were times, I don't know when Scream Pikachu came out, maybe 2019, 2020, like the Scream, like they had a version of that with Pikachu. Oh no, it wasn't that. I mean that came out as well. But it was red trainer. It was a red trainer card. It was Pikachu, but it was Red's Pikachu, and it was a trainer card. And they were limited. And in order to get those, you had to buy 5 Pokemon packs. And when I tell you that Pokemon centers, where card stores, Walmart, whatever they were wiped out for people trying to get these cards. It's exactly the same as it is right now with Wendy's and Krabby Patty. People be coming up, be like, rev up those fryers, do. And then what? And then it's like, hey, we've been sold out. Like you don't even try it. We're sold out already. That would happen where these companies and these stores would run out of the physical product, the card. They would still have the one card that you would get if you buy 5 packs. And like, listen, we have these, but we don't have the 5 packs to sell you. And other people would be like, I don't care. Give me 5 rubber bands. I just want the card. Like, I'll pay for the packs and not get the pack. I don't care about that. I will pay for the packs. You give me 5 pieces of lint from your pocket and give me the card. Similarly, you will have that here with the Fig Pins that I don't know. Like for me, honest, the KFC Fig Pin, I don't really care one way or the other about the physical pin. I care about it because it has a redemption code for VeVe. Similar to when 10 years, 15 years ago, I would see kids at comic book stores. They would get a comic book, scan the QR code just to read the digital. Like I never understood that, but whatever. Like people like me are going to buy a bunch of these Fig Pins just so we could have that digital copy, that digital clone, because there's only 750 of these. Anyway, let's go further into this. FigPin and VeVe bridging the gap between physical and digital. And this is another thing, and we'll get more into this. I just want to mention it. When you have Disney Pinnacle, which I've mentioned before to keep an eye on, because anyone that is grossing $40,000, $50,000 per drop is like, okay, you got to pay attention to that. That is something that for $50, I would never buy that. I would never buy those pins in Disney Pinnacle for $50, but people do, because again, pin trading goes absolutely crazy. And here's kind of VeVe's answer to that. FigPin, known for its premium, artistically rendered collectible pins, has skyrocketed in popularity over the past few years, becoming a fan favorite among collectors. With a surge in pin collecting, especially in the world of pop culture and fandoms, Big Pin has carved out a niche by blending art, craftsmanship, and iconic character designs. Now, through the collaboration with VeVe, collectors can expand their collections beyond the physical realm and into the exciting world of limited edition 3D digital collectibles. The rise of pin collecting, the collectible pin market has experienced a boom in recent years, with fans of all ages embracing the hobby as a way to express their fandoms. From comic conventions to fan expos, pin trading and collecting have become an integral part of fan culture. Big Pin, with its blend of artistry and pop culture relevance, has become a standout leader in the space. VeVe's partnership with Big Pin is set to take this trend to the next level, combining the physical pins collectors love with the exciting new world of digital collectibles. God, I love whoever wrote this. I don't know who it was, but I love them. Anyway, there's an exclusive New York Comic Con 2024 launch. To celebrate the groundbreaking partnership, VeVe and FigPin will be debuting exclusive digital and physical FigPin collectibles at New York Comic Con, blah, 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 blah. Fans attending the event will have the chance to purchase the limited edition pins and their VeVe digital counterparts, adding a whole new layer to a collecting experience. Additionally, this FigPin and VeVe partnership will span many genres as we expand the digital and collecting experience to anime, movie characters, music, TV, and more. That right there is probably one of the most bullish things that I've seen. We've wondered for a long time how VeVe is going to integrate all these verticals, all these things. Some of them are apparently going to start with big pins. Again, anime, movie characters, music, TV, and more. Quote, "We're thrilled to partner with FigPin, a company that shares our passion for merging art and fandom," said David Yu, co-founder and co-CEO of VeVe. This collaboration brings an exciting new dimension to pin collecting as we continue to explore the intersection of the physical and digital worlds. My man, David Yu. We couldn't be more excited about partnering with VeVe. From the beginning, FigPin has been focused on integrating physical collectibles with digital experiences through our interactive app and use of unique serial numbers. I didn't even know that FigPin had an app. Anyway, collaboration with VeVe is the perfect fit to further bridge that gap between physical and digital collecting, enhancing both the fan experience and the rarity of our products. This was said by Robert Thomason, who's the president of Collect Awesome Inc. Stay tuned for more details on our exciting new partnership and upcoming collectible drops by following VeVe and FigPin on social media or visiting booth 3327 VeVe or 1160 FigPin at New York Comic Con. Now, VeVe has 350 of these at their booth. FigPin has a certain amount of others, but we're not sure how many. So about VeVe, and again, why it's like, okay, well, Chavez, if they have 750 of these, wouldn't it make sense that VeVe has 350, the other one has 400? No, it does not. Because how many are going to be held back for VeVe, for the KFC team, for FigPin sponsorships, or whatever? And we can get number one. Like, it's not like they're holding back the first 10 or 20 or whatever. We can get the number one FigPin, and I don't know how to feel about that. Anyway, they go about VeVe, they say about FigPin. Let's go over the actual drop here and the numbers. So obviously you have KFC. Share your love of Kentucky Fried Chicken with the ultimate pop culture mashup. Thanks to KFC and FigPin, you can now celebrate your fandom with this one-of-a-kind collectible experience at New York Comic Con. FigPin KFC. Big Daddy Colonel Sanders. Shout out to KC for always giving me that nickname, Big Daddy Randy. Anyway, the Colonel Sanders New York Comic Con 2024 series, an iconic pose holding a bucket of delicious chicken to match the physical variants released in collaboration with FigPin. Okay. Colonel Harlan Sanders was born on 9 September 1890. At the age of 40, he perfected his secret recipe of 11 herbs and spices that many enjoy today. The 3D digital collectible pin is offered via redemption code to match a meticulously crafted collectible fig pin with hard enamel of Colonel Sanders holding a bucket of finger-licking good Kentucky Fried Chicken. Oh my God, I want it so bad. Anyway, the list price is via promo code. There's 550 editions for for the ultra rare. And again, you can get available number one. Oh my God. Oh, okay. They do say 30 editions will be withheld by VeVe for licensor, promotional team, and comp distribution from the 550. So it's really 520. And let's take a look and see how much of these are available again. Yeah, $25 each. Yeah, 350 will be at $25 each from the VeVe booth, and the others will be at FigPin. All right, all right, I'm in. Okay, sorry, moving on. And then the secret rare is, so you see the ultra rare of Colonel Sanders. It's colored. It's got the black tie, the black shoes, the pimp cane, and the KFC bucket of chicken. This one is much the same, but it is not colored. But people will go crazy for it because it is so scarce. He opened up the first Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise in Salt Lake City, 1952. Today, KFC is served in over 150 countries and territories around the world. The 3D digital collectible pin is a variant offered via digital redemption upon purchase of the collectible Fig pin. The drop date is 16 October. Oh, wait, 16. Wait, no, there's no way. What is it? It happens on Wednesday? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Did I miss this? How does it appear on Wednesday? There's no way. Anyway, we'll get to that later. There's 200 editions, and 10 of these will be withheld by VeVe. But again, the number one is available. So we have 190 plus 520, right? 710 times 25. It'd be a nice $17,000 for them. This would be great. Only 2.5 secondary fee, so there's no additional fee on top of that. That is something I'm hella excited for. What else we have here? New Spidey details I went over. Why Hero went down. OMI talk. What else do we have here? What else did I go over before? Partnerships. Okay, so there's something that I think Sergio posted yesterday that I'm going to need to go over right now. Sergio had posted yesterday. Breaking, VeVe unveils new pins category, takes on Disney Pinnacle. So VeVe announces a phygital deal with FigPin. FigPin makes pins based on Dragon Ball Z, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Minecraft, Power Rangers, and more. VeVe now competes directly with Dapper Labs, Disney Pinnacle, in digital pins. More IP coming soon. Yes, there are. In a direct blow to Disney Pinnacle, which is known for their digital pins featuring Disney, Pixar, and Star Wars characters, VeVe announced a partnership with FigPin, a company that produces premium collectible pins based on popular brands. VeVe's latest partnership allows them to enter the collectible pin market, expanding their offerings beyond 3D statues, comic books, and their recent music venture, VeVe Vibes. FigPin, established in 2017, has quickly gained popularity as a premier collectible enamel pin company. The brand offers a diverse range of officially licensed products from the iconic characters such as DBZ, SpongeBob, Minecraft, and many more. FigPin's partnership with VeVe starts off with figures based on KFC's Colonel Sanders and the VeVe logo. The VeVe logo is only 500 of each color: blue, red, green, and orange. They're all secret rare. These will be available for purchase as digitals at the New York Comic Con. While KFC might be an unusual starting point, it signifies at the beginning of this digital partnership. Although KFC is the only confirmed brand, it's safe to assume that this partnership will include other brands in the future. VeVe is not satisfied with just leading the digital collecting space for 3D statues and comics. Now they're targeting digital pins, directly competing with Disney's Pinnacle. Not Disney's Pinnacle, it's Dapper Labs Pinnacle, and they have Disney. The ball is now in Pinnacle's court. Let's get the spread, shall we? I don't know how much of this is going to be. So you heard me talk before about Elon Musk and one of the FCC commission guys saying that last year they were not. Let me find this freaking quote here. Yeah, it was last year that the FCC claimed that Starlink was not capable of providing high-speed internet to thousands of people as the reason for revoking the $885 million award to the company. Again, this was Elon Musk's Starlink. Just 1 year later, the FCC claimed that Starlink provides so much high-speed internet that the word monopoly should be tossed out there. I said this for quite a while, a couple of years, and I'll say it again. One, the FCC is feckless. Nobody likes them. Nobody respects them. And two, they're like that manipulative parent that thinks you're a big boy or they think you're still a child, depending on what they want from you. They will throw around the words that you are incompetent and you are not to be trusted, and that's why they shouldn't give you any contracts from the government. And then the next year they will say that you are so competent and so good at your job and so bombastically American that you have a monopoly and it should be broken up. I think that at some point they will see VeVe will have to fight off accusations that they are a monopoly. Because again, what competition do they have? I don't think any. I've said, what did I say in 2021? VeVe has won the decade. Maybe a couple people believe me then. Bet y'all believe me now. Anyway, let's go over some more news since yesterday. What else do we have here? On the drop. Okay, cool. I went over that. City knows how to represent. Northern Lights were visible yesterday. That was really cool. Shout out to Bobby Green for making a poem about me. That was great. People have been asking me for quite a while. Yesterday was MK Ultra Instinct was asking me to take a look at MetaZoo. And they've been asking me to ask David to have a conversation with MetaZoo. They've been asking me to tell David, you should buy MetaZoo, you should collab with them. And I never did that because I did not like what MetaZoo was doing. MK Ultra Instinct says that it was because of the CEO that who was not handling it right. Again, same thing why Hero went down. Too much high, and again, in the same way that NFT projects were raising a couple $1 million each, you have TCG projects that can do the same thing. And MetaZoo is like, picture this. Picture VeVe like the N64 that your mom can throw down the stairs and it could still work. Picture most other NFT platforms or trading card platforms for that matter. The Xbox that will get the red rings of death literally from just sitting there. Most TCGs are like a straw house that blow over at any gust of wind. Whereas what VeVe has done is they are the brick mansion made of stone and brick that'll last for centuries. I didn't want to go and stick my neck out for a company that I have no idea who it is, for MetaZoo, and tell David, yeah, you should go in and try to get this company, where again they borrowed too much hype. It was like discount Pokemon. Like you guys have seen those memes, like, okay, this is Wolverine and this is discount Wolverine. Like we have Wolverine at home type of deal. Just looking into them a little bit today, just again, just another failed thing like Hero. I could not in good conscience tell David that was a good idea, and thankfully I didn't previously. But now I know that MetaZoo has been bought by this Meta 2 company with a guy that has been involved or has worked with Pokemon supposedly for 20 years. I just again, when you have a failed product already, like a new owner could turn things around, could change things, but it's just not something that I wanted to go in and just kind of risk my reputation on. Pasternak says Rogan also mentioned a few artist style NFTs that would make sense. He was saying a picture like CryptoPunks is no good. Because I knew people would miss this point. He thinks meaningless NFTs are no good, not works of art. But Joe Rogan does think that works of art are good. Again, he'll get to the conclusion that we have. Just give him some time. Aza or Kaki Gaijin actually goes through an explanation. I don't know. I doubt this reached Joe Rogan, but I want to read it anyway because it was good. I can't for the life of me figure out where it was. Or if I have to. Okay. Yeah, it was him yesterday saying, I'll explain it easier for you, Joe Rogan. I'm in NFTs for collecting. So my opinion is from the collecting side of NFTs, digital collectibles. 1, problems with physical collecting. I have no physical space. Too expensive to ship international, lives in Japan. Then damage, natural disasters, play, wear and tear, etc. Fakes, fake cards inside Pokemon packs, weighing packs, scanning packs, etc. Before NFT tech, anything digital could just be copied, pasted, and downloaded. So there's no reason to collect it because everyone could have it and everyone could fake it. NFT tech was a solution. You add a token to digital content. This token is on a public ledger anyone can view. This shows who owns it, who sold it, and who bought it, and where it came from, the original mint wallet and dates. You might try to copy paste, but we can tell 100% that it's fake. So the ability to buy, sell, play, interact, and the utility behind it is only available to the NFT holder. In the same way that a lot of veterans can tell all the fake ones that try to claim stolen valor for the the discounts on Veterans Day. Anyone that's been in NFTs for a while or just studies blockchain for a day can understand 100%. Spot a fake a mile away. What does it mean? This means that Kaki Gaijin, as a Marvel fan, can finally start collecting my fandom after decades of not being able to collect physical stuff. Licensed from IP via third-party apps like VeVe Official. Advantages for collecting digitally are basically opposite of the problems of collecting physical stuff. No space, shipping required, worldwide market, etc. But that's not all. Add on AR tech. You've seen them from Apple Vision, Meta Orion glasses, etc. VR opportunities, and the metaverse. It's all possible with NFT tech. And he shows a bunch of his digital art and digital stuff. I thought was really cool as well. Again, cool dude. Okay. Mr. MC1 talking about. Let's talk about a couple things here. Would like to share. I don't know if I can even say it's this. It's about the VeVe party on the 17th. I didn't even call those guys. I should have called. I'll call them tonight. If you want to get like a table, it's like 8 people per table, 2 bottom minimum, probably going to be like $1,000, so maybe $150 per person. Again, you can give him a call. I might later on tonight. Dude, look at Foster. Look at how cute he is. Look at this man trying to decide what he wants for lunch. Marvel, okay, yep. 290 editions. I went over that. Went over Kobe stuff. And sweet, legendary. Went over that. I think that actually should be it. Oh no, Rickard Brahma. Rickard Brahma was somebody that had what do you call it? He had exited OMI VeVe, a while back, and literally earlier today, he said, "Hey Randy, I'll buy back now." Like, interesting. He had sold 40 million OMI. Says he'll buy it back soon and probably more, which is not a ton, but either way, I think it's cool that he's doing that. It says in 10 days he gets around 40K from work. Obviously, a fraction of that is going to go into OMI. So I thought that would be pretty cool. Insane. Yep. Tesla went over that. Collectibles. I went over the pins. Shout out to Raythax. Raythax is currently in Hawaii getting married. So shout out to him. Hedging bets. Comics and Crypto put out a bounty. So Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1, published in 1964, is coming to VeVe like next week. And they put a $1,500 bounty on Mint 1964. There's like 5,000 of those. Again, it's not on VeVe yet. It is the first appearance of the Sinister Six. So again, he's putting on that bounty, which is really cool. And I think, Donald Trump is going to Coachella. Like what? What? I thought that was wild. After VeVe announced VeVe pins, I say these things keep getting better and better. They gave me those hearts of the colors that they are showing off in the pin world. $25 for a heart logo, $15 for a VeVe logo. Only the heart logos come with a digital redemption. The $15 ones do not. And that's it for the news. It's been 44 minutes, so I'm happy that 44 minutes. There we go. Let's get this bread, shall we? I don't know why my X ones are coming up. Also, yes, I'm in the same shirt as yesterday because my back is destroyed and I cannot move. I don't know why my X comments are coming in beforehand. Iron Man says, "Hey Randy, do you have any price prediction for OMI this bull run?" Why does it say 7:11 p.m.? It's only 6:44, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have a bunch of price predictions for OMI. Bear case is like 1 cent. Base case is like 5 to 8 cents. Bull case is like 12 to 15. My absolute golden goose case scenario is 30 to 50 cents. That golden goose scenario is something that I would say that's greater than 0% chance of happening. I don't know if it has more than a 1% chance of happening, but it is still possible. Doctor Strange is very well written. What was very well written? What did I say that energy? Yo, what up, energy? How's it going, fam? Yeah. Tammy Hannah. Meow, meow. How's it going, Tammy? Did you collect your 400% yet? No, not yet. Janoy Evans says, "Hey, what's up, my guy? I'm really digging these market prices right now. Managed to stack 177 Fantastic Four #1 commons and 143 Journey into Mystery #85 commons, especially with the recent CGC. Wow. Getting that up there, that's sheesh. What are you stacking? I got a bunch of Aliens vs Avengers comics. I have a couple of the Silver Surfer #3s. That's the first appearance of Mephisto. They've been really talking about that over on the Agatha Harkness show. I haven't really watched. I watched like the first 2 episodes. Uh, so you know how Jim Cramer is like the worst investor of all time, and if you bet the opposite of what he says, you short the things he's buying and you buy the things he's shorting. You will have come out ahead in a big way. Well, he just predicted Kamala Harris will win the presidential election, saying, "I don't see how Trump wins." So I'm pretty sure that just confirms it. That will confirm a Trump victory over in November. Again, just my opinion there. So yeah, first appearance of Mephisto, and then Century #1. I have a couple of, but again, comics aren't really my thing. As far as the physical, I just don't have a lot. I stacked a decent amount of Groot commons for the Groot Thors and Groot Captain Americas, not because I wanted to, because I was trying for the secret rare. You know. Oh yeah. Oh, who that? Sorry. Yes, I will drink for every new super chat, and even I don't even need one. Abe saying, "Getting this bread and taking candy from a VeVe. First one, her. Yo, what up, Abe? How's it going, fam?" Truck and Hank says, "Smash that like button." I agree. I agree. Smashing the like button is good for the YouTube algorithm. So Facer says, "Randy, yo, yo, what up, Facer? How's it going, fam? Meow, meow. Love you all." Omar Kasaje says, "Let's go." Going for that KFC, dude. The KFC one, I need so badly. I am a fat boy, and people need to know. They need to know. How many Ultra Evaders do you have? I had one, but the last girl I was in a relationship with, we were literally breaking up on the day that Vader was dropping, and I just miscalculation, misfire. I sold Vader for like $600. Then he went up to like 2,800, but now he's back down to like 288. So that's probably get him again. Vaders are very good to stack. The ultra rares, yeah. Is how much essence do you have? How many things are gonna go? I have a couple. I don't know if I could check on here because I think it will have kicked me out by now. It did. A couple thousand. It's not a lot. 40,000 essence. So 40,000. So I have $2,000 worth absolutely nothing right now. But yeah, I have 40,000 essence. I think that can go to several dollars, maybe even tens of dollars. Who knows? We'll see. Again, they're not going to actually have a billion essence total because it's already burned. Not all of them there. This could go to tens of dollars, $20, $30. It could go pretty crazy. Web3V says they tried to turn Elon's boy into a girl without his permission. Oh, the bot, the Optimus bot. It's insane. 20,000 mark MCP should be worth more than 100 gems. I don't know what it is here. Oh, 30-minute. Okay. All right. My friend has left me. Should be worth more than I think it depends on how you look at it. For some, sure, but for some, it's like, hey, like MCP's not doing anything else. I might as well have it get them some stuff. But if that's the case with Hero, then VeVe would be stuffed. Use entire sales dynamic as long customers buy promotional IP. Again, there's a difference between what Kobe had said and what I had and the stuff that I was purporting. He was calling this particular thing a scam and a con. I was just saying I gave a list of reasons on why they failed, not having anything to do with a scam. It was stayed for 2 years for the consistent teasing of Pokemon from David. I mean, he does tease a lot. He posts things from Pokemon. He talks about them. I really think that he's just doing that so people will be like Pokemon, and Pokemon like, here's how much we want the license. Bitcoin's it was up 5 before. Is it up 6% now? I mean, it wouldn't be too much of a difference, but let's see. Let's take a look. I'll never fall in love. It says 4% now. Until I found her. Oh, Evan says 42 of us here. Hump the like button. There's 176 over here. That must have been a while ago. Hump the like button. My friend Justin made a video, like a YouTube video, like 2009, 2010, called "Hump Me." Had like 50,000 views, and it was a still photo of him and like a friend, and he like edited it so that it was, dude. Early YouTube was heckin' wild. It was insane. Web3Vs, I really hope they become interoperable NFTs instead of walled garden digital collectibles, because they are only licensed promotions and they are simply the same as McDonald's toys, but digitized. I mean, that's not their main priority. Their main priority is to build a great company. If people, they know what you want, but again, it's just that doesn't do any good for VeVe if they put time and effort and energy into that. It's just that's a net negative thing for VeVe if they were to do that, because they have to put time and money and manpower and effort and mental space into that, and again, it doesn't benefit VeVe at all. So they'll likely do it at some point, but it's going to likely be in years from now. The value will truly only be in first NFTs on blockchain. No, it's not true. This is only if this narrative takes hold and matters. When you say only if this narrative takes hold and matters, what are you talking about specifically? And then only if they are fully interoperable. Again, all of that is just poppycock. So, Wes, thank you for being a member. Saying Saudi Arabia to resume construction on the world's tallest skyscraper. Oh, wait, hold on. And how high? No. 1,093 yards. Okay. That would be just over half a mile. Imagine running up those steps. You're like Kate Bush. Be running up that road. Be running up that hill. Baby Zombie says, yo. Oh, anyone else back destroyed? Is it just me? Hello? Is it me? Dude, I'm going to show up to Comic-Con so skinny because my muscles will have disappeared by then. Like, is KFC going to be in some blind box back? No. It's just you're going to get a digital pin, or you're going to get a physical pin. I'll have a redemption code. It'll have one or two of the things on there. Although maybe, I don't know. Ooh. Harper. Randy, I need that spider buggy. Yo, I want that spider buggy too. Sleeping. Meow. Sleeping. I love you. First appearance, the spider that bit Peter Parker. I'd love that. I would love a first appearance of spider that bit Peter Parker. Well, it says, if VeVe has won the decade, then why is OMI down so bad? Well, there's lots of reasons. One, it's just been the bear market for a while. Two, you have people that are getting OMI off Bit4x that are selling. Three, the narrative hasn't hit. And four, it's still a pretty unknown company. It's known kind of in the Web3 space, but really that's about it. You don't have people on Wall Street thinking, maybe some people on Wall Street know what VeVe is doing. But again, you have a lot of things kind of working against it right now. And then also we have no exchanges. Like there's no trader that's going to go in and be like, yeah, I need to trade this coin when it has less than 250,000 in volume a day. So you need exchanges, you need the narrative to hit, you need marketing, you need it to be more well known. You need this bear market to kind of turn around, which it is slowly but steadily. We are technically in the bull market. I know it doesn't feel like it, but slowly but steadily. So yeah, that's why. Boo says, I don't want OMI to go up, yet I'm still buying. Yeah. I like OMI down here as well. Wes says, don't worry, you have a long time to buy. I guess it depends on your definition of long time. Long time could be 1 month, it could be 5 years. I think you probably have about, what was it, September? No, it's October. Maybe about 6 months, 6.5 months left, I would say, before it really starts to go up. Hopefully we get 00029 OMI. Anything's possible. It does seem to have some pretty decent support down here, but again, you suddenly get 5 billion offloaded at once from Bit4x, then even if $1 billion of that goes on the markets, then yeah, we can go down pretty quickly. Wes looking that way for sure. Wes is waiting for something that'll likely never happen, so we'll might be waiting for a long time. Who says, Wes, yes, get that 4-0 OMI would be great. Obviously, Wes being facetious, that 509 will never happen. Because I don't think we'd ever get that low. There says, Wes, you bought at 1 cent, didn't you? I'm not 100% sure when Wes bought. I don't think he bought at 1 cent, but ask him. C-Meh says, Wes, we both know that OMI was used to raise money to get VeVe built and abandoned. That is false. That is not how it happened. The regulation was an excuse. They had more credit card. No, they did not. Okay, we're gonna get you out of here, because we do not foster lies here. Because if you bought at 1 cent, I pray for your mental state. Again, people that buy good projects typically like it when they go down, just because again, you can stack more of your favorite project at a discounted price. I have zero idea of what Wes's mental state is like, though, so that's between you guys. Ben Robinson says, OMI will keep going down further. We could easily add another zero. If you look at the last 3 years, the trend is only one way. That's true, but the trend, again, that does stop at one point. I don't think adding another zero is, again, anything's possible, but let's take a look at what the price would be. So if you do 0.0000, like 409, let's just put 99, and we multiply that by the 310 billion that are out there, it would be a less than a $31 million market cap. Again, I know people that would just go absolute ham, sell their house, sell their cars, sell their organs, and they would just buy up the entire. People that don't even need to do that. I know people that could buy that entire market cap, just by themselves. So again, having that happen would likely never happen. We'd see. If that would happen, it'd be a sharp thing, and it would be there for half a day before it went crazy. I myself would sell mostly everything that I own to quadruple down on OMI if it ever hit anywhere close to that price, which again is very unlikely. If we add another zero, I'd be happy. But again, the odds of doing another zero are pretty close to nil. Inferno says howdy, meow meow meow. As OMI has been around is quad 04. That's true, but that's when we had no app. That's when we had no revenue. That's when there was David and Dan hadn't appeared. They might have appeared on like 1 or 2 YouTube channels or streams, but again, this was before having any licenses whatsoever. Was it in 2021? It was no, it was not. It was not at that many ones. It was at, you could have had the 4 zeros, but it wasn't at that price though. It's only 9x lower than we are right now. Yes, but again, if you have that, you have to take a look at where that market cap is. There's again, that's at 9.9. At 9.0, it'd be even less. There's no way that happens. OMI was at what for? Yep. So that was the price. Might have been around there. Again, the app did launch with Batman and with a couple of other things. and the price of the token didn't move at all. So it did take a couple of months. It did take a couple of people talking about it for the price to move. And again, when it was only on, not Mexi, it was only on, what do you call it? Oh God, what is that? It was only on Uniswap at that time. So yeah, that happened again, Booth. It depends. It's hard to know. I'm looking at the charts for OMI 2021. It was a crazy moonshot. Agreed. There says yes, it can happen again. Well, one, we would have to get down to quad 04, which is one, not going to happen, and then two, for it to shoot up to 1 penny, you would need, I don't even know. There would be a lot more sell pressure today than there was there. So I don't think it goes up to 1 cent on that crazy one green candle moonshot in like a week. You would likely have to have multiple things happening, much larger exchanges, and all that noise. Because for context, 2021, Logan Paul told people to buy OMI in his podcast, then it went up. I mean, if we get another influencer to promote OMI again, then we can moonshot. Again, hype is one thing, but fundamentals are forever. You don't really want just the hype. You want actual organic interest. Dr. Strange says MetaZoo under new ownership. Agreed, but they have, again, I didn't like them from the start. I gave a detailed reason why Hero failed. A lot of similar reasons, not a ton of fundamentals there. They tend to borrow a lot of stuff from Pokemon. They tried to be like Pokemon without being Pokemon. But just too much hype, not enough organic interest. And again, card games are just like impossible to make. They're saying, I hope the Ecomi team, who is that team nowadays? Foster, Putin, will have a great marketing plan ready when the narrative is about to hit us with exchanges, utility, day after day for months. I don't know. I have zero idea what they have planned. If VeVe hasn't done any marketing, I don't think Ecomi is going to have those funds to do that marketing. I think they're too frugal to do that. Maybe Ben coming in as new co-CEO and be like, guys, can we spend some freaking money, please? That hopefully Ben can convince them to do that. We'll see. Was going to put New York Spidey in the passenger seat of the buggy. 2 more Marvel Mighty sets. What the heck? Where'd that go? 2 more Marvel Mighty sets. Probably get a couple of each. Yeah, I could say that. I could picture getting a couple of each as well. That is something that I would like also. Hey man, this says Solana makes millions in revenue, but its expenses are double. Crypto is full of misinformation. If there was a clean list of pure profit, VeVe would be right up there. I mean, VeVe is definitely in profit. They've definitely made tens of millions. I mean, they've netted tens of millions of dollars. How much of that has been spent? How much of that is in their war chest? Again, they're not a public company, so we're not sure right now, but maybe one day. Chocolate says, which day is best to go for Comic-Con with VeVe related stuff? For VeVe related stuff, probably that Thursday, because David and Dan will have probably still have had a decent night's sleep the night before. They won't be tired from the parties and the meetings and all that jazz. Comic-Con and VeVe, and again, they'll still likely have pins and stuff. If you go on Sunday, those pins are probably sold out. Just my opinion. Oh, what is that? Okay, interesting. What I'll also do here is I'm going to go to my YouTube channel and I'm going to ask everyone to smash that like button. It is a free way to help support the channel. You know the non-free ways. Oh, Amy Jo Johnson, love her. Because to be honest, for OMI to organically grow, it would take 5 to 10 years. That is absolutely false. You would likely have, I would say, the next 12-ish months for it to grow. Again, a lot of hype. There'll be a lot of hype. There will be organic interest, but you will have that over the next, I'd say, starting in Q2 of next year. We want hype, Brandy. Hype my bags. We'll get it. If they can go and do a type of influencer marketing thing where you give people promo codes, and every time they buy gems and every time those gems are spent in the store, you get a small piece of that. They do referral codes. They can do that. I have zero idea why this wasn't done already. It is absolutely absurd to consider why they haven't. because again, that will be free marketing for them. That is one of their major follies. That is something I call them out for anytime I'm asked. Um, I'll talk with Ben about that as well, and we'll see. Obviously, he can't tell us exactly what he has planned. Maybe that is something that they have planned, but again, you don't really want the competition to know that. Anywho, I've been live for about an hour. It looks like that'll be it for me, Benson. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you. Bye, guys. Should I get a new outro song? Maybe I could do the same song that I did an intro with. You had me at hello till you opened up your mouth, and that is when it started going south. Oh, how many pins are you getting? A lot. Good night. Good night, guys. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, Randy. You had me at hello.